Take a nice deep breath. Breathe in through your nose. Fill your lungs with oxygen. Your body works on oxygen, you see. Water is hydrogen and oxygen. And then they have something structured water. It's H3O is something. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So anyway, hi. Greetings there, precious divine spirit soul that you are. It's wonderful to be with you. I'm doing great, and I know that you're doing great. I want to acknowledge all those great researchers out there. So wonderful, wonderful people. And when you do work with me, I do give you these links and the book lists and all of my sources of research in my connecting the dots to back engineer myself, take my power back, and be who I am. So here is my topic, because I got to get to it. How you can create what you want. How you can create what you want. Now, we're all creator beings. This is a feminine energy because it's that it's a creative force. Okay. And you'd even say it when you have a woman that has a child in the body, and in the body is this amazing thing that the body does that can produce then this person in this body vehicle, shall we say, the temple of the living God. All right, so here's the secret of how you can create what you want. First of all, you know that the forms come from the formless. Okay, so everything here at one time wasn't here. So everything here is a creation. The trees are a creation, the soil's a creation, the air is a creation, whatever it may be, it's a creation. You're not a creation. The body is, in a sense, a creation because it's temporary and changing, but you have an eternal body that is not a creation. I have seen mine. I have been gifted with visions. And you have too, but you probably deny them and don't know you have them because you've been taught you don't. You can't do it. All right, so here it's it. So the forms, the outer world, always comes from the invisible, the formless. That's putting your horse before the cart. And when people put the cart before the horse, say you wanted to have a job, the cart before the horse is you, first of all, you want a job, and then you decide there aren't any jobs, and you don't know how you're going to get a job. And then you run, well, I'll look in the classified for a job, but what do you look for? First thing is to look within yourself and go, okay, if I'm going to do work out there, service or product, let me do what is in alignment with my true self. So if I was a person who liked music, then I would want to be working, and I was someone who was a musician and I wanted that to be my life's work in some way, then if I was going to get a job or do anything for a while, I would look in that business so I would learn from that what I wanted to do. So exactly. So when I had my ministry in San Diego, and also the television ministry, the Terry Cole-Whittaker Ministries, what I did was I trained ministers. I trained people to be ministers and spiritual healing practitioners and facilitators. And what I would do is have them work in every job within the ministry so that they would know what to do. And when I went through seminary, nobody taught me how to have a church or how to have a ministry. And we had a lot of philosophy and teaching. I had to go out and do my own market research and find out what other people did. And then, and that worked because I did my own work. I did my own research to find out. It's obvious. I don't have to go get some degree to do that. You just have to open your eyes and find out. It's very simple. It's like a lemonade stand. So anyway, so you put when they say you put the cart before the horse, you start trying to change things out here. Like, I'm going to go run, get a job, without going into the invisible first. Say, what do you want? Who interests you out there that you would like to work with or work for? You see what I'm saying? And everything is first in the formless. Now, here's what happens. This is what media does. This is what education, it's all printing. It's all words. It's videos. It's audio, speaking, telling you what to do. And what happens is we then reward people. The world rewards you, whether it is that you're going to basically work in somebody's corporation. You're going to be a corporate slave in some way. You're going to take orders and they'll tell you what to do, whether you agree with it or not. Now, you don't want to do that. If you're going to work in that world, you'll want to work in something that is harmonious with you and what you want to attain and what your life's work is as a spiritual being. And so you dovetail everything into your spiritual life. When people say, yeah, but I was going to mention this nurse that I was working with, because she's going to do her own kind of a medical service. She has to, because where she's been working, they're basically forcing her to put things in people's bodies and do things that she knows are harming the people, and her integrity will not let her do that. My integrity will not let me do something that is cruel to another. The only area I've got big problems in would have to do cat food. And I know, and we're programmed with pet food and the slaughter of all those animals. So we can have pets. And I know, and it's to freak people out. This is blah, blah, blah. I know. There was like something I saw on the internet. It was a woman in the UK. Her dog was 35 years old because he was a vegan. Now, cats, but I don't know. But, she likes mice. But it's just fine. And I wouldn't, but, she was my daughter's child, basically. Hers her kitty cat, and it's my grandchild. And but I watch her, so she's not, anyway. But we've all got some issues. But we're taking our stuff back, taking our powers back, and little by little, or as much as you can, to get yourself out of those situations that are producing the problems that you have, because problems come from the mind. And thinking, you can't think out of the box. Thinking makes boxes that people then promote, protect with their lives, just a concept. And that's like the word, what would you say? Religion is religion, is a legion of people. It has some truth in it, but it has a lot of lies. So anything there, so you have to be able to perceive truth from lies. But anyway, the invisible creates the visible. So what we've got here then are people are rewarded in this world, the corporate world, the business world, the educational world, the medical, for how much they have become the way they have been programmed to be as a information processor, computer system, as a cog in a wheel, as someone who's going to, you work your whole life so you can have a job at a fast foods restaurant that is actually not good for people. You see? All of that. So everything that is being programmed to us is going in to change our consciousness. All is consciousness. And what they will tell you in this reality, all is mind. Because then the mind is where people are programmed to then change their consciousness to produce the forms that they have been taught to produce and value. And the value is only you and every other real, authentic living entity, including animals. Insects don't have blood. Reptiles don't have blood. Very interesting thing. And when you take a look at the forms that you're having in your life and around you, they're coming from the invisible. When you change your consciousness to be harmonious with, shall we say, God consciousness, source consciousness, the truth of who you are, then you change your behavior also to be harmonious with your chosen divine consciousness. And all things are possible to you. Okay. Because you are in harmony you have your moral code that is in harmony, that you have no envy, because envy is a symptom that the person is controlled by the mind. Because the mind entity, let's call it a virus, cannot originate. It can only simulate. Well, hey, you want more of this? Contact me. You can email me. We'll have a little conversation on the phone, see how you're doing, if I can assist you and what you're up to. I have my books out there, Live Your Bliss, What You Think of Me Is None of My Business, Dare to Be Great, Love and Power in a World Without Limits, The Inner Path, From Where You Are to Where You Want to Be. I'll have my workbook and courses and classes, and just use these videos. Here they are. Tell people about them. Share. And if you can help out in contribution, please help and give a donation to our Adventures in Enlightenment to help more and more people know who they are and take their powers back. That's all you have to do. And then your world is beautiful, my darling, because you are. And so it is.